Don't blink, it's your boy Ink. Welcome to another eating show with your boy Ink. It's not a mukbang. I want to make it clear it's not a mukbang. It's a very quick series. We're going to be eating. My mom, she brought me this cake today. I'm putting chomeur, which is basically a French dish, which is vanilla cake with maple syrup and sugar syrup. Super good. The reason why we're doing this, the reason why we're filming this, usually I wouldn't film it, but I had a stream this morning. Nazdrovia. Man. She's gonna watch this too, my mom. I'm gonna watch this for sure. And it's fucking delicious. Possibly the best cake I've ever had in a while. It's so, oh my god. It's so simple. Like, I'm not being a dick. I'm not trying to be a dick, but we overcomplicate cake with icing, sprinkles. If you mention a black forest, okay. I guess it's traditional. But it's simple vanilla cake. It's so good. And what is special about this cake is the icing is at the bottom. The syrup sugar. Or the syrup ice cream. Syrup ice cream? Okay. That's good. I don't even know how to think anymore. The sugar thing just at the bottom. That way, your cake soaks up in it. Like a crumble, if you will. So good. Not phenomenal. Fucking fork like well. That's so. That was sweet. I wanted to go back to the subject of today. We had a subject today, and we were talking about with Lucio Wolf. So, shout out to Lucio the Wolf. You can find him on Instagram, on TikTok. You can find him on YouTube, but he doesn't post. I'm saying this, he doesn't post. That way, he sees this video, he gets mad at me, and then he said post. So, we were talking about a lot of things because he wants to go into IT. He tells me, oh, I don't like my job, which sucks. And he said, I want to go into IT. So, IT, which is Internet Technology, if you didn't know. And he was talking about Neuralink. I asked the subject, what do you think about Neuralink? And it's amazing because that was right up his alley. And I couldn't find somebody that has an interest in the Neuralink, Neuralink is the technology that Elon Musk created to connect your brain to a system, to connect your brain to an internet system. Now, there was a previous test on the 24th last month, and the guy, he spent his whole entire night playing Civilization 6, which is a great game, intense. And then people, they complain about why did he wasted his night. And then me and Lucio had a discussion like, yo, this guy was probably just wanted to play that game, but he couldn't because sadly the person was paraplegic. So their brain is working well, but their hands and their whole body's not working well. So we're thinking about people like Stephen Hawking. We're thinking about people like the guy Christopher Reeve, the guy who plays Superman. His brain was fine, and yeah, the guy, he played a video game, but it was a positive experience for him. And as long as it's a positive experience, the experiment is a success. When you do an experiment, what are you hoping to get? Positive result? Yeah, I thought so. It was positive results. And we were talking about the problem that come with that. Take a person like Stephen Hawking again. Stephen Hawking, one of the smartest person, the most smart. The smartest person that was, no, he died, but smartest person of this decade, this century. Maybe not century, but at least this decade, right? He died recently, and I'm not gonna say rest in peace because the Jeffrey Epstein. It's sad that he died. It's sad that he died. That's sad. I'm not gonna say rest in peace because the Jeffrey Epstein list came out and his name was on it. So I'm like, dude, not cool, not cool, Stephen Hawking, not cool. We share the same first name. Not cool. You got a pressure, and all of this to say that we raise a valid subject. And the subject was, okay, well, Stephen Hawking, one of the smartest person alive, was he smart because he was born smart? Was he smart because genetically he was a gifted listener or learner? Was able to analyze information quicker? Was he super smart because it was his destiny to become smart, or was he smart because he had no other choice? Knowing his body didn't work, knowing it's only his mind worked, he said, you know what? We're gonna fucking do it. We're gonna fucking become the smartest person alive because that's all I can do. Now, if Neuralink existed, if Neuralink was a thing, maybe he wouldn't have been able to become that smart because he would have been like, well, I can still do shit, right? And it comes with the sense that I personally believe with my whole entire heart, and I see this, I'm being sincere right now, that a lot of the invention that we had before are are just were just invented by boredom. They were invented because the people had nothing to do. If they had the whole entire internet, Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus, if they had a social media, they would have found it out because they were busy doing social media. Now, I'm not saying social media is wrong. I'm not saying being busy is wrong, but a lot of the things we invented were out of need for to cure boredom. Now, for Stephen Hawking, it raised a valid question: was he smart because he was handicapped or not? Then it raised the question, like, if if fate is a real thing, if such a thing as destiny exists, you're supposed to be born with a difference. You're supposed to be born with a disability or a difficulty or a boredom, right? You're supposed to be faced with a situation that pushes you to be like, hey, guess you have to wake up. Guess you have to fucking wake up, because you're not gonna make it, right? If you don't push the envelope, you're not gonna make it. Adversity is the mother of invention. For example, what's going on with Russia and Ukraine, with Palestine and Gaza, a lot of things are being said to form a solution, but that solution only comes forward because there's a problem to be with. You don't find solution because there's no problem. But what if the solution was to better the place, the planet? And you're like, well, fuck, I should have thought about that without having a motivation that is war. I should have thought about that because I want to make the planet a better place. But sadly, that's not the case. And my entire thing with the Neuralink is, sadly, and I'm being very, it's controversial, I understand that, but I'm being very sadistic and saying that you're supposed to face adversity. You're supposed to have, nobody has this perfect life, and if we're trying to make a perfect life, then we're not gonna have any problem. If we're not gonna have any problem, we're not gonna be facing solution. If we don't face solution, then we're standing around. Now, the mother of evolution isn't Neuralink, is the people that are gonna be using Neuralink. The mother of evolution aren't the scientists aren't Nikola Tesla who found electricity 50 years ago. It's what we're doing with technology or with electricity today. We're seeing Stephen Jobs as this fucking hero for creating the iPod Touch, but who's to say that he didn't steal the concept from somebody else? We're talking about my boss, with Eric, such a great guy too. Eric is a conspiracy theorist, right? So he believes that everything has a meaning. Everything is because somebody said it was, and one of his strongest belief was that and I checked it out, and it's true. They invented car that used electricity a long time ago, but the market for the the market for the gasoline was so powerful, was so prolonged, that it was protected, and they said, no, fuck your electric cars. We're still gonna sell gas, and you kind of saw it with the cigarettes business. So tobacco has been harmful for a lot of years, and they knew that. And the reason why they didn't stop people from selling cigarettes, because cigarettes were offering a lot of money in taxes. That money was used to better this society, right? You better the society by killing them. But in the grand scheme of thing, a lot of people that were smoking, right, are not smoking anymore. A lot of people that were smoking are cured. And now you can tell me, oh, the damage is permanent. Possibly. If I cut myself with a fucking knife by accident, I cut myself with a knife, you're gonna have this. Can you see what this is? Can you see what that is? It's a scar. Now, that's healing. Your lungs can heal. Now, the money that those corporation called tobacco industry gave to better society. They were invested in bettering this society. Now, I know what you're saying. Nothing is eternal. That money was probably spent. Maybe there was corruption. Even if there's a penny from Kennedy versus Penny, even if there was a penny that was spent to better society, when is the last time you spent money to better society? When is the last time you planted a tree? When is the last time you did something that would make the world a better place? Yeah, me too. See, if a penny is bettering society, then a penny is what we need. And if a penny is what we need, then it's that bad. The situation is that bad. If we have to rely on a society or a corporation with low morale, like a cigarette corporation, to save the planet, sad things. Love you guys. Take it easy. Peace.